Deep, so another blow for the sport, it seems.
And especially for the World Anti-Doping Agency, which seems to have lost all of its, or most of its credibility. But in order to understand the importance of these latest events, we have to go back in time. Let's take 2014, this is when it started. A German TV channel decided to release a documentary suggesting that 99% of Russian athletes were guilty of doping. WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, took this very seriously and decided to lead an investigation. 1 year later, they spoke about a state-sponsored doping program led by Russia. Then they banned RUSADA, the Russian Anti-Doping Agency, and now skip to September, where they decided to lift this ban, prompting the anger of athletes and different anti-doping agencies. But conditions needed to be met, and one of these conditions was to gain full access, gain full entry to the Moscow laboratory. And unfortunately for RUSADA, well, they missed this deadline.
Yeah. So what happens now? Is it just a question of, you know, they say sorry and then they're going to be welcomed back in?
No, no. I think this is what some people will be looking for. I mean, they are looking for. They want RUSADA to admit to all of this, but at the moment this is not what's happening. So the World Anti-Doping Agency will meet on the 14th of January in order to consider their options. But at the moment, you look at the different responses. Take Travis Tygart, for example, who is the US Anti-Doping Agency chief. He's the man responsible for stripping Lance Armstrong of his 7 Tour de France titles, and he's saying that these latest events are an absolute joke and an embarrassment. The UK Anti-Doping Athlete Commission also demanded Russia's immediate suspension by the World Anti-Doping Agency. So they'll be under immense scrutiny. However, not everybody is completely against it. Take the International Olympic Committee President, Thomas Bach, for example, who said that Russia had been punished enough. Here's the exact quote: "With its suspension from the Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang 2018, the Russian Olympic Committee has served its sanctions." So you can see that there are different views now, but the World Anti-Doping Agency will need to take the correct measures in order to solve this problem.